Round of 16 encounter here at the Al Barid Stadium in Rabat. Bafana progressed to the knockout stage. Quarter-finals. So with a 2-1 victory over Angola, decided by Lyle Foster, as progress under head coach Hugo Broos started to take shape. That promising start was checked by defeat to Egypt in their second fixture, a result that exposed moments of defensive vulnerability but still left qualification firmly within their control heading into the final round. Bafana responded under pressure on December the 29th by edging Zimbabwe 3-2 in one of the group stage's most dramatic matches, as goals from Shapang Moremi and Foster were followed by a late Oswin Apollis penalty to secure progression despite conceding in each of their victories. Cameroon enter the AFCON 2025 round of 16 as one of the tournament's most experienced nations after progressing from Group F with a campaign built on defensive organisation and resilience, which began on Christmas Eve with a controlled 1-0 victory over Gabon that highlighted their ability to manage matches and protect narrow leads. That defensive foundation was tested on the 28th of December when the Lions were held to a 1-1 draw with Ivory Coast in a tightly contested encounter, a result that, whilst denying them maximum points, kept them well placed heading into the final group fixture. David Pagou's side sealed qualification for the knockout rounds on New Year's Eve with a 2-1 comeback victory over Mozambique, recovering from an early setback by benefiting from an own goal before Christian Kafane struck the decisive second half winner to secure second place in the group and extend their unbeaten run. So the two teams line up as follows. For South Africa, in goal for them is the captain Ronwen Williams. It's a 4-3-3 shape with the back four looking with Kaliso Medeu and Samakelo Kabini at fullback. It's Siabonga Nkazana and Mukabezeli Mukabozi is the two central defenders, whilst Tabo Mokieni, Nsombani Sebisi and Bafusi Ubas are in the midfield. And it's Oswin Apollis and Relabahila Mofakeng who are playing either side of Lyle Foster. For Cameroon, in goal for them is Davis Apasi. The back three sees Che Malone, Samuel Koto and the captain Nuhu Tolo. The two wing-backs are Darlin Yongwe and Junior Chamadu, whilst Carlos Baliba and Arthur Avom Ebong are in the midfield. And Danny Namaso and Brian Mburmo are playing behind the lone striker, the Bayer Leverkusen forward, Christian Kafani. That means on the sub-bench for Hugo Broos' side, the sub-goalkeepers are Ricardo Goss and Sivor Chain. They're joined alongside Modiba, Mataludi, Smith and Damane, Sitol, Maremi, Mbulu, Mokawana, Nkoto, Campbell, Mabatha and Macboka. Was on the sub-bench for Pagou's side. The sub-goalkeeper is Nagabandu Omasola. They're joined alongside Wu, Nagadida, Boyomo, Namasi, Basagog, Camden, George's Kevin Nkudu, Onana, Cayman, Mbimbe, Ayong, Soko and Magri. So we are underway in this game as it was an early ball forward for South Africa, and within 35 seconds we've seen our first yellow card of the game. We saw this last night in the fixture between Mali and Tunisia, where a referee booked someone after 2 minutes. He actually booked 3 players within 10 minutes. Well, 35 seconds on the clock and we've already got our first booking, and it's the Cameroon captain Nuhu Tolo who's gone into the referee's notepad. I'm not actually sure what he's done there. I don't think he's done anything. I think he's just trying to protect the ball. And as he's protected the ball, his arm naturally comes out, touches the player throws himself to the ground, and Tolu's in the referee's book. The referee today is Peter Waweru, the Kenyan official. Refereed one fixture so far in the AFCON. That was a 1-1 draw between Angola and Zimbabwe. But I think that is a really controversial decision. And a wrong decision, I must say. I don't even think it's a foul for the referee to give. And the standard of officiating has been poor in the competition. So, delivery to come in for South Africa. It's going to be attacked by Lyle Foster, but he sends it over the bar. It was an early opportunity for the side in all white. Decent delivery in, attacked well by Lyle Foster, but he has just headed it over the bar. But that really was an opportunity for him to give South Africa the lead in the game. So Cameroon can play their way out now. It's out to the right side, of which it'll be a long ball sent forward. It'll be blocked off, and it goes out to the left side with Modiba. Now Mokieni back to Nkazana. Nkazana will send the long ball up, but Carlos Baliba will just control it on his chest, and then the Brighton midfielder will come inside, finding Arthur Abong. Now Tolo will send the ball down the left side, which Cameroon can go chasing, but it will run all the way out for a goal kick. So the captain, Nohu Tolo, the early recipient of a yellow card, which in my book was incredibly harsh, but will be a goal kick for Ronwen Williams to take. Williams, who is the captain, he plays at Mamelodi Sundowns. 5 of the starting 11 play at Mamelodi Sundowns, of course, who played in the Club World Cup this summer and entertained us all in America. A large contingent of the team also from Orlando Pirates. 3 of the starting 11 from Orlando Pirates. Then you've got Mikabozi, who's at Chicago Fire in the USA. Then Siabonga Nkazana, who's at FCSB in Romania. And then, of course, you've got Lyle Foster, who plays in the Premier League with Burnley. The ball comes out to the right side. There is Medeu, can go back to Nkazana. Nkazana with it. It's back to Ronwen Williams. Williams will play it out to the left side. Comes back to the goalkeeper in all purple. We'll send a long ball forward, and now it's in the midfield with Mokiena. Mokiena sends it in behind for Lyle Foster. Holds his line well, but just dribbles it out of play, and then the Cameroon players turn around as if to say to the assistant referee, surely that was offside. But he held his line well, did Lyle Foster, as he got in behind there. Like he wanted to cross it in at one point. So the goalkeeper just going to roll it out. And it's going to be a short free kick, which goes short to Samuel Cotto. Cotto to Arthur Abong. Comes back, and now it's going to be switched out to the left side, but it's overhit. And Masso was the target, but as I say, it was overhit and has gone out. So it'll be a throw for Nkazana to take. Siabonga Nkazana will throw it forward. It'll be knocked back into him, and then he'll try and launch it forward, which will be blocked off by Arthur Avon Ibong. And it will just run out, and it will be a Cameroon throw. South Africa, we should mention, are in an all-white kit, whilst Cameroon are in green tops, red shorts and yellow socks. They've had the majority of the ball at the moment. His ball is lifted over the top, but Ronwen Williams is out of his goal and is able to collect. He'll quickly launch it forward. No potential opportunity for South Africa, as it'll be sent here. Here is Apollos shooting opportunity, and he sends it over the bar. He was one-on-one with Davis Apasi, and he should have really done better there. An excellent opportunity there for South Africa. It's awful defending from Che Malone, who didn't read the flight of the ball. And then South Africa should have punished Cameroon there. but it goes over the bar and out for a goal kick. Really should have punished them. So Cameroon can carry it forward. It'll come back to Davis Apassi. Apassi goes out to the right side here. Junior Chamadou will play a ball out here in Rabat. Goes out for a throw for South Africa. Rukasafini Sabizi has made his way over to take the throw. So Samakelo Kabini on it. He'll come back to Kabini. Now Mukapagazi, who could try and find Foster. And then it's going to be an effort taken by number 18, Samakelo Kabini, but probably should have done better. Just met it on the half volley and sent it over the bar. The Kabini, it bounced twice before getting to him. But Cameroon at the moment, and Shea Malone in particular, is struggling to deal with that long ball forward. That's within the first 8 minutes here. 2 pieces of defending that we've seen been really poor from Malone. So they'll go short with the goal kick. Davis Apassi to Samuel Cotto, and now there's Shea Malone on it. He can give it to Cotto. Tolo steps forward for Cameroon. Plenty of changes within this South Africa side. Cameroon just the one change with Farney coming in. It's going to be back, and now it's up, and Makabazi will see it run out of play. The Kenyan official, Peter Waweru, will tell them where to take it. You may remember Hugo Broos, the South Africa manager, 73 years of age. He's a Belgian. And he, you may remember, was the manager that won the Africa Cup of Nations with Cameroon back in 2017. He just took over then as well. But he's now the South Africa manager. The Cameroon manager is David Pagou, the 56-year-old, who is a Cameroonian. But Hugo Broos will always be thanked for his contribution to Cameroonian football. As now is Oswin Apolis, switched out to this side, but Nohud Tolo will step in, and now Tolo, who is on a yellow card, will come down the left flank, and that's a really good, strong sliding challenge going in by Mokiena. Really good tackle, so it'll be a throw for Cameroon. They'll throw it back into a central position. And then it goes all the way forward, and it's with Kabini. Kabini will find Mokiena. Oswin Apolis will try hold on to it, but Cameroon now can come down the left side. It's going to be sent towards Mbermo at the far post, but South Africa are able to clear, and then it's a clearance goes out. It's an effort from about 55 yards out on the volley. That goes over the bar. This came out to Shea Malone, and he tried his luck from a real long distance away, and he does send it over the bar. Disappointing from Shea Malone. So South Africa will go inside. It's to Ronwen Williams. Goalkeeper in all purple, just send it up towards Lyle Foster. It'll be headed away by Samuel Cotto. Now in the midfield, and they can go back to Davis Apassi, the goalkeeper. There is Apassi on it in a pink goalkeeper kit. Just play a short ball into number 24, Carlos Baliba, the Brighton Hove Albion midfielder. Samuel Cotto. Play a 1-2 with Arthur Avom Abong. Goes out to the right side, but now South Africa are going to try and come forward, but Cameroon get a good tackle in, and they can try and come forward, trying to turn an attack as it goes towards Darlin Yongoa, but he loses it, and then there is a foul in there from a Cameroonian midfielder, so Free kick as indicated by the referee down there. Kiena just brought down by Offa Avom Abong. So ball comes out to the right side now. So Polis back to Kabini. Sabisi on it now. Got it in the midfield. It's all the way back. And then it's back across, and then a long ball that will just go up towards Davis Apasi, who, of course, perhaps wasn't expecting to be the Cameroonian number one, because Andre Onana typically is the Cameroon goalkeeper, but he's fallen out with the manager, David Pagou, who didn't purely want to pick experience in his squad, but to pick the right characters, he said. So Davis Apasi of Dinamo Bucharesti in Romania is their goalkeeper. South Africa can go back to their goalkeeper, Ronwen Williams. Williams will play it forward. Now it's in behind. It's a nice ball towards Lyle Foster. Is he onside? Foster against the goalkeeper. Foster with the opening goal of the game. But the flag goes up to deny the Burnley striker from giving South Africa the lead here in the AFCON. We're going to see it back. Yeah, just gone a little bit too early. It's a good defensive line by Cameroon. He just step up, squeeze up the pitch, and Lyle Foster was caught in an offside position. And it is the correct decision from the officials down there. VAR are going to have a check of it, but we've seen this once. I don't think there needs to be much more of a look at it. Has been confirmed as no goal. So a good set of decision by the Kenyan officials. Need the help of VAR on that occasion. So Davis Apasi will send a long ball forward, which will be headed away by Nagazana. And now going down the right side, it's Oswin Apolis. Apolis gets there, he's inside the box, going to try and cross it in towards Foster. It's awful clearance away by Shaman Loan, but then Cameroon are eventually able to get it away. Comes out to the left side with Kabini. Three shots already in the first quarter of an hour here for South Africa, just the one for Cameroon. South Africa with it. We've got plenty of players forward. Oswin Apolis surging forward for South Africa. It's going to be sent towards Lyle Foster. Excellent goalkeeping by Davis Apasi. Out and able to collect it, the 32-year-old. So here is Cameroon on it. They're going to send it in behind this time. And it's a great tackle that goes in. A last-ditch tackle just as they were surging forward, but Carlos Baliba pressing high, trying to win the ball. South Africa are able to come away with it. Comes out to the right side now. It's Mokaena. Ubas. Now Madayu. Madayu on the ball, the right fullback that plays for Mamelodi Sundowns. Come back into a central position. Here they are on it. So come all the way back. It's well worked. Back to Makabozi. Here is Mokiena. South Africa just putting their foot on the ball and maybe slowing it down ever so slightly. It's going to go out to the right side now. Cameroon can just bounce it back. It'll go all the way back to the goalkeeper, Ronwen Williams. Williams will go out to the left side. Samakelo Kabini could try and knock it forward. It'd be blocked off by a Cameroon defender. It's now on the halfway line. Cameroon look like they're going to be able to deal with it. And they can go back to their goalkeepers, Davis Apasi. And Apasi will launch it forward. Headed down, and controlled by the Cameroonian number 14, Danny Namasso, who's on loan at Auxerre from Portuguese side Porto. That's Nodeu. Nodeu on the ball for Cameroon. It's back into the midfield now. All the way back to Makabozi. Go back to his goalkeeper, Ronwen Williams. The captain for South Africa, and the referee's actually just going to stop it. Not exactly what for. Oh, there's a player down for Cameroon. So concern. The medical staff have been invited onto the pitch to have a look at him. So the South Africa players are going to regroup in the middle. And they're going to have a conversation. The best chance was when it was sent in behind towards Lyle Foster. But it was really good goalkeeping by Davis Apasi, who was able to get off his line and get hold of it. And now they are just huddling in the middle of the South African players, having a discussion. So in the other groups knockout games in the AFCON, Senegal beat Sudan by 3-1. Sudan took the lead via Ayamir Abdallah. It was Pat Gay who quickly got a brace before Ibrahim Mbaye sent Senegal through to the next round. They will play Mali after Mali won on penalties. It went to extra time, despite Firas Chouat scoring a late goal for Tunisia in the 96th minute. Lassine Siniako's penalty took it to extra time, and then penalties saw Mali won. And then earlier today it was the host Morocco who beat Tanzania by 1-0. The Real Madrid midfielder Brahim Diaz with the only goal of the game as Morocco won 1-0 against Tanzania. So they will play the winners of this tie. Tomorrow Egypt play Benin and Nigeria play Mozambique, as Algeria play Congo on Tuesday, and Ivory Coast played the Burkina Faso on Tuesday as well. So Medeu will just throw it all the way back. It's going to come into a defensive position for South Africa. Be hooked forward by Nkazana. Now Yongwa coming forward. He finds Danny Namasso. Namasso trying to bring others into play. A loose touch taken by him. And we're going to see an early substitute in this game. So number 13, Darlin Yongwa, is not going to be able to continue. He's got a muscle injury, so Darwin Yongwa is off. And coming on for him is Mamadou Nagida. Nagida, who plays his club football in France with Rom's second side. Started one game in this competition already, and the 20-year-old Nagida is on to play at left back as Darwin Yongwa is unable to continue. On for just his third ever Cameroonian appearance is Mamadou Nagida. But that will frustrate David Pagu, that he's had to make an early change here. The referee just telling Nagida to calm down because he felt that he should have had a throw down there. He chucked the ball down in frustration. The referee, I think you could see in his face, thought about giving a yellow card and then actually went, no, Mamadou, just calm down for me. He's trying to manage the game, maybe after that early yellow card he gave. Nkazana in towards Lyle Foster. It's Lyle Foster with the ball for South Africa. He tries to send it out to the left side, but cut out by Junior Chamadou of Stoke City. Was suspended for the final group game because he received 2 yellow cards earlier on in the group stages. As now it's Brian Burma going down the right side, trying to take on the South African team, tries to cross it in, it will be blocked off. It comes back to Brian Burma. Burma will bring it back, it'll be a delivery that goes in, it's going to be floated towards the far post, which the substitute Nagida will get there. He'll play it inside now. Put it on the edge of the box, but South Africa are able to come away with it. Here is Carlos Baliba. Out to Mamadou Nagida. What about the early delivery in? Blocked off well by Madeu. Now a deep delivery will come in, but it will go all the way out for a goal kick. Ron Williams with the shout. As Arthur Abong's delivery in isn't great. Cameroon supporters in the stadium being shown on TV. You can see their delight. They're being featured on telly. And he wants to say, there's us love. So it will be a goal kick for South Africa to take. We'll go short to Ron Williams. Williams on the ball. So they're out to the right side. It will be a ball that goes forward, but it's undercut ball forward. And South Africa can see it out after it comes off the attacker down there, and it can be a goal kick. Cameroonian attacker getting the last touch on the ball. The ball goes back to Ron Williams. Williams will send it forward. It'll be headed by Nahu Tolo, who's on a yellow card, and referee just spotting the foul there in the 20th minute. Kiena with the foul, and Peter Wareru, the Kenyan official, just giving him a little bit of a telling off, a stern talking to. So the manager David Pagu is stood up onto his feet. So what he will make of the game so far. It's been relatively even. Maybe South Africa have just edged it between the two teams. But it will be a delivery to come in by Brian Mbeumo. It will be headed away, and then it's going to come back, and then it's going to come back to the defender on the halfway line. Go out to the right side. Junior Chamadou tries to find Brian Mbeumo, but a great challenge down there for South Africa. It's going to go all the way back to Nagazana. Nagazana back to Ron Williams. Williams will give it to Mabakazi. Mabakazi will launch it forward. And it's Nagida, and Nagida takes a loose touch. As it was a long ball forward. Take a touch off the attacker. A long ball played forward, and then it's going to be a shot from distance by Lyle Foster, which will be blocked off. It's Brian Mbeumo in the midfield for Cameroon. And come out to Nagida. Nagida will send in an effort. Goes back to him now. Brian Mbeumo in the South Africa half. Back to Shea Malone. Carlos Baliba to Nahu Tolo. Tolo there. Up to Shea Malone, who struggled from a defensive point of view. From an attacking point of view when he sends that loose ball forward. It's out by Mukabazali Makabozi. He will launch it forward. Number 10 will try and get there by heel and Mofokeng, and it's going to go out for a corner for South Africa. This came off the head of Nohu Tolo. Mofokeng will to launch it in from that far side. So plenty of players inside the 18-yard box. Packed out area. Delivery to come in by Oswin-Apolis. Delivered in, but Cameroon are able to get rid of it. Now Brian and Burma will come forward for Cameroon. He'll go back to Mamadou Nagida. Nagida carries it forward now for Cameroon. To Burma. 1-2 between them. Goes inside to Danny Namaso. Namaso can go out to the right side. Junior Chamadou. 1-2 with Samuel Cotto. Carlos Belieber in the midfield. All the way back to Davis Apasi. Apasi will just launch it forward. It's going to go all the way through. It'll be a free kick for South Africa. It's Madeu who just played inside to Mokiena. Mokiena will go down. He's caught by Danny Namaso. Just kicked through him. In a game, a fine margin so far. The best opportunity of the game did come to Lyle Foster, who was caught in an offside position. And here is Rosana with it to Mbokazi. Mbokazi will move it out to the left side with Sabizi. Sabizi will send it off the top towards Lyle Foster, but overhit. Half an hour into the game now. Goalless between these two sides. South Africa 0, Cameroon 0. So Williams can just roll it out to Nagazana. Nagazana back to Williams. Williams move it out to the right side. They're going to try and come forward with it now. Madeu. Shown alone, back to Samuel Cotto. There's Cotto on it. And they can now carry it forward with Danny Namaso. Tries to find off at Avomabong, but it's poor ball into him, and it's back with a South Africa defender. Ball comes all the way back to Samuel Cotto. Cotto on the ball. And now they lose it, so Mokiena. Quite a slow intensity about the game so far from what we're seeing. As it's going to be a long ball sent forward. Carlos Belieber will head it in the air. And, oh, there's going to be a yellow card out here. Player caught in the face, and it's going to be a yellow card. Nahu Tolo is complaining, saying that there should be a red card here in the direction of Siabonga Nagazana, who's been booked by Peter Waweru. Nagazana just stuck out his hand to aid off Danny Namaso. I'm not sure he knew too much about it. Siabonga Nagazana, who plays his club football in Romania with FCSB, for me, was just trying to get forward and stuck out his hand. Samuel Eto'o is in the stands today watching on, and you can hear what the Cameroonian supporters feel about Samuel Eto'o. A much adored figure, of course, one of the greatest ever Cameroonian footballers. Brian Brian Mbeumo is stood over a free kick. South Africa sorting out their defensive line about 25 yards out from goal. So Brian Mbeumo will send it in. It'll be headed back towards the far post. It comes off for South African player Mukabazi, and it will be a corner here for Cameroon. It's going to be an opportunity for David Pegu's side to send plenty of bodies forward. So Cotto, Malone and the captain Tolo all making their way forward here for the Cameroonians. Brian Mbeumo preparing to send in a delivery. Does come in, which will be headed away. Goes back to Carlos Baliba with the effort. He takes a deflection. It's now Junior Chamadou at the back post. And Junior Chamadou gives Cameroon the lead here in this last 16 tie. Chamadou, who was suspended for the last game, the Stoke City fullback, finds his first ever international goal. And Junior Chamadou takes advantage of a wicked deflection to give Cameroon the lead. There's an inquest going on by the South African defenders on how they allowed that goal to be conceded. It was headed away at the near post. There was a shot that just fell fortunately towards Junior Chamadou. Simple for him to slot in. No chance for Ronwen Williams. And it's South Africa 0, Cameroon 1 here in this huge AFCON last 16 tie. Junior Chamadou, the 22-year-old, who's only just recently broke into the national side. A player that was born in England, came through the system at Colchester United. Just 18 months ago made the move to Stoke City. And now he's scoring on one of the biggest stages you can possibly play on as an African footballer. Junior Chamadou with the finish. But there is an inquest also going on in the VAR room of whether this goal should be disallowed. David Pegu and the Cameroonian supporters will be praying that that does not happen. But has it hit a Cameroonian player? It has, and there's question marks over whether he is offside. It is extremely tight. It was the ball through. It deflects off the backside of Samuel Cotto, and I think that is what they're checking to see whether he is in an offside position. Samuel Eto'o is in the stands celebrating, fist pump in the air to celebrate that goal. And now they are having a look at the VAR screens. So the captain, Nohu Tolo, is over there, as is Junior Chamadou. Hugo Bruce is having the situation explained to him. And the goal has been confirmed. Cameroon lead here, and Junior Chamadou can celebrate once again for Cameroon. And as it stands, they will be booking a date against the host Morocco in the quarterfinals. So ball comes out to the right side. Medeu back to Nogazana. Nogazana will play it inside towards Polis. There is Medeu. Medeu will throw it all the way back to Nogazana. South Africa have played quite well in this game, but find themselves a goal behind. David Pegu is only 4 games in to charge. First game in charge was actually the first game here in the AFCON. He's sharing this job as the manager of Coton Sport as well. He's previously managed a Renard Igel Royal and PWD Bamenda. 56 years of age. He was parachuted into this job, was David Pagou. As there's now going to be a free kick opportunity here for Cameroon on this left side. And perhaps an opportunity for them to get a second of this game. Two-man wall assembled by Ronwen Williams for South Africa. It's going to be a delivery to be sent him, and it's headed towards goal, but Ronwen Williams is out to collect. Comfortable goalkeeping by him. He will roll it out to Madeu. Madeu stepping into the Cameroon half, caught from behind by Danny Namaso. There's Oswin Apollis. Bafana. Back to the right centre-back. Nagazana can move it out to Abakazi. Abakazi will play it up, and now down the left side for Kabini to go chasing. Referee's going to pull it back for a free kick here. Junior Chamadou's complaining, saying he was fouled, but referee seeing it the other way. Free kick here for South Africa. Referee Peter Waweru has said, let's wait for my whistle to be blown. As Oswin Apollis is stood over this free kick here for South Africa. Opportunity to deliver him. So Apollis with the delivery. Headed away. Does it come off a hand? It doesn't apparently. It's going to be a shot from distance, of which is actually blocked off by one of his own defenders, Sabizi. And now Danny Masso plays it inside to the Brighton midfielder, Carlos Baliba, who launches it up towards Brian and Burma. What an excellent touch taken by him. He finds Christian Kafane on the right side of the box. What can Kafane do with it? He needs support, and he comes back to Junior Chamadou. Chamadou, left-footed cross in, headed back across. Going to be a shot from distance by Namaso, but he sends it over the bar. Burma just trying to play it inside. It was sent over the bar. So Madeu coming forward with the ball. Madeu on it. Send it up towards Lyle Foster. Ball will go all the way back to the goalkeeper. He will launch it up. Goes out. 5 minutes remaining of the first half here. It's been a tightly contested game between South Africa and Cameroon. It goes up towards Lyle Foster, who tries to spin and turn, but apparently Foster is in an offside position, considering to the mind of the assistant referee on this near side. Hugo Bruce stands there with his arms crossed, because he was the manager 9 years ago when Cameroon won the AFCON. Now he's in the South Africa dugout. The ball is launched up, and it's going to be headed away. Now it's Madeu. Madeu goes back to the defender, Sabizi. And now a long ball sent up, which falls towards Lyle Foster. Apparently the foul goes against him. Free kick here for Cameroon. 42 minutes on the clock. Final few minutes of the first half. tightly contested game. 6 shots for South Africa so far, 5 for Cameroon. 1 on target for South Africa, 2 on target for Cameroon. Of course, 1 of them resulted in the goal, of which the Stoke City fullback Junior Chamadou scored for Cameroon. So the ball comes back to Nahu Tolo. And Tolo goes all the way back to his goalkeeper, David Sapassi. And Sapassi will send a long ball up. Deu, does he get a touch on it? It does, just comes off the back of his head. Out for a throw for Cameroon. So the substitute, Nagida, just launches it back to Tolo. Comes back to Nagida now. Nagida finds Arthur Avon Abong. Good footwork shown by him, but that's a great challenge going in by number 21. Siabonga Negazana. I think he may actually knock it off Arthur Avon Abong. It does, it goes out for a goal kick. So Ronwen Williams, the captain, to Negazana. Negazana will carry it forward. He'll send a long ball up towards Foster. He tries to flick it on. Cameroon are going to deal with it. Now Nagida. Nagida forward, lovely link up. Carlos Baliba into Avomabong. Now Chamadou and Burmo. Good challenge, really good sliding challenge by Kabini. Junior Chamadou is frustrated down there at the decision of the referee. Remember, the winner of this tie will face Morocco in the quarterfinals, who beat Tanzania by 1-0 earlier on today. Here in Rabat it is wet conditions, plenty of rain pouring down inside the Al Barid Stadium. So Passi will send it forward, and it's a poor kick out, and it'll be a throw for South Africa. And the Mamelodi Sundowns wingback Madeu can take the throw. And Madeu will look to throw it inside. Actually going to go down the line towards Lyle Foster, and Foster into Oswin Apollis, going to be switched out to the left side. It's touched down by number 18 Kabini. Kabini can come back to Makabazi. Now it's inside across to Oswin Apollis. Madeu with the delivery, well blocked off by number 18 Nagida. And we're into 3 added minutes right at the end of this first half. It's South Africa 0, Cameroon 1. We've got 3 added minutes. An opportunity for them to equalise here. South Africa sending all the big men forward. Remember, they've got 3 centre-backs on the pitch. They've matched Cameroon for their system. Polis just goes short to Mofokeng. Rahambin Mofokeng towards the back post. It's going to be come back towards the midfielder, Mokoena. Mokoena to Sabizi. Oswin Apollis, can he get there? Tries to take it past Prado Burmo, but good tackle by him. It goes out for a corner once again for South Africa. There's another ball on the pitch, which will frustrate Oswin Apollis. Cameroon came into this game as the favourites, but there is a feeling within the South African country that this team has plenty of togetherness and knows how to play together. Of course, 8 of the players play in the South African Premier League, 5 for Mamelodi Sundowns, 3 for Orlando Pirates. So they are used to the way that they are being asked to play. Of course, they've got one of the most experienced officials in charge, Hugo Bruce, who won the AFCON with Cameroon in 2017, now the South Africa manager. It's his 53rd game in charge for Hugo Bruce. He's a Belgian. He spent the majority of his career managing in Belgium. He had 6 years in charge of Club Brugge, a few years in charge of Anderlecht, and a few years in charge of Genk as well. A spell out in Turkey with Trabzonspor. Highly experienced manager. He's won the Belgian Pro League 3 times. And South Africa believe having him at their helm gives them plenty of confidence, but the fact that at the moment they find themselves behind against Cameroon, who coming into this competition were part of a very hostile environment. Players like the former Manchester United goalkeeper Andre Onana not being picked because David Pagou wanted to pick players based on character rather than quality. Cameroon currently leading. And you say they have just about edged this game. Nagida on the left side. Plenty of players in and around him. Just dribbles it out of play, and it will be a throw for South Africa. We're going to go through to half-time now. Just waiting for the whistle from Peter Waweru. Waiting for the throw to be taken. There's actually going to be a free kick for Davis Apasi to take. We're past the allotted 3 added minutes, and the referee's actually going to stop it there. So at half time.
Bedankt voor de fantastische ondersteuning van het elftal. dames en heren, jongens en meisjes. Bedankt voor de fantastische ondersteuning van het elftal. Dames en heren, jongens en meisjes. Bedankt voor de fantastische ondersteuning van het elftal. Bedankt voor de fantastische ondersteuning van het elftal.
Probably a fair result, although from a South African point of view they could point to a couple of chances that they had, but that was the best chance of the game, which was from a second phase from a corner, which deflected towards Cameroon. Cameroon are coming forward early on here. It's sent towards the back post, and it's well defended by Mukobazi. Does really well just to get there and clear it out for a corner, but it's very intelligent play by Arthur Abong finding Mamadou Nagida. They're going to send it back to the far post. It is absolutely pelted it down here in Rabat. It is going to be a corner opportunity now for the Cameroonians. So delivery to be sent in by Danny Namasa. Headed away. And South Africa are going to try and clear it away. Madeu. Cameroon with it on the edge of the box. Goes to the left side to Nagida. Nagida with the delivery. Kafana with the header. And Christian Kafana puts Cameroon 2 goals in front. It's a lovely ball sent in from the left side. And then towering above everyone else was Christian Kafana, with a clever header into the side netting, and Cameroon take a 2-goal lead in the game right at the start of this second half, and Christian Kafana gets his second goal of the African Cup of Nations, his second ever goal just for Cameroon. Remember, he's making his debut at this tournament, hadn't played any games beforehand. But the Bayer Leverkusen teenager, Christian Kafana, just 19 years of age, towers above Sabizi. It's a lovely header. Buries it in, and Cameroon now have a commanding lead in this game. The South African players and their manager Hugo Bruce are going to try and give themselves a rallying call here. There will be an inquest from them, sure that how they have allowed Cameroon to score so early on here in the second half. It is Christian Kafane, who plays his club football in Germany with Bayer Leverkusen, scoring just his second goal for Cameroon. But 2 goals in front, and they at the moment look all but set to face Morocco in the quarter-finals. The ball will be sent down the line. It will be blocked off by a South African winger. Cameroon could take the throw. The manager, David Pagou, looks really relaxed, sat down in his chair, watching on now. Chamadou with a poor pass. No, here's Lyle Taylor to shift it onto his right foot, but Carlos Baliba will get in and deal with it. The clearance goes all the way, and Gazana will clear it away. Now it's Carlos Baliba coming forward for Cameroon. Plenty of players in front of him. Baliba tries to find Kafana, but it will be cleared away. And then Baliba, Brighton and Hove Albion midfielder, has been linked with moves elsewhere. Manchester United were heavily linked with him in the summer. Ball goes in behind. It's headed away by Tolu. Towards Balibu, who'll flick it on towards Kafane. And he is brought down from behind by Sabizi. Referee giving the free kick. Sabizi will have to get back up onto his feet. He's bundled Kafana over. He wasn't expecting to start, as I say, hadn't played any games for Cameroon before this tournament, but has come into the side and has really hit a rich vein of form. So, ball comes out to the right side with Chamadou. Inside to Arthur Abong, but it's Mbakazi with the clearance, and then we can play it back to Williams. Goes all the way out to the right side. Being played inside for them, and goes out to number 18, Kabini. He's playing at left wing back. Samakelo Kabini is making his debut in the competition. The Molder wing back. Ball will be sent out to the left side. Buena will take the touch. And he is well tackled by a Cameroonian player down there. Chamadou will pick up the ball and look to launch it forward. So Chamadou will launch it forward. And then it's going to be flicked away. So it's going to be a throw for... launch it forward. Bakazi, and then it's going to be cleared away by Junior Chamadou. And he clears it away, but it's South Africa on it now. It's out to Medeu. Medeu will just give it to Oswin Polis. Polis with it. Back into the inside. There's Ubas. Ubas on the ball. Back to Sabizi. Sabizi sent it out to the right side. And now, it's just a player that's gone down. Not sure what happened there. It's a free kick for Cameroon, actually. And Nohu Tolo's making his way over and making the point known that he thinks there should be a yellow card here. Carlos Baliba had his toes stood on. Jumped onto the floor. Brilliant cross in from the substitute, Mamadou Nagida. Found the head of Kafane to give Cameroon a 2-goal lead in the game. Ball in the middle now. It's going to be sent in behind for Lyle Foster trying to get there. Good strong challenge going in. A big celebration from Samuel Cotto. And then it goes back to South African defender, but we're going to tell them to get on with it. It's actually going to be a throw for Cameroon, so Junior Chamadou will take the throw. Launch it forward. Headed away and then blocked off. Now with Nagida. Nagida will play it inside towards Carlos Baliba. Baliba across to the left side. Good footwork shown by Nagida. He'll dribble out to play. He does. South Africa going to look to get on with it quickly. Now with Madeu. Madeu will just throw it inside to Abbas. Bafusi Abbas. He played 55 minutes of this competition before today. Come into the midfield. It's Madeu. Madeu to Mbakasi. Mbakasi will be back with it now. Shifted out to the right side. And in the midfield. Goes back to the defender. Sabizi will force it forward. Goes into the midfield once again. Back on the right side for South Africa. Madeu will come back to Sabizi. Sabizi will find Oswin Apollis. Apollis forward into Lyle Foster. That was cheaply given away, and Cameroon will clear it away. Now it's Mbakasi. Mbakasi back to Sabizi. Forward into Mokoena. Now Bafusi Abbas. Send the long ball forward, but the goalkeeper Davis Apasi will see it out for a goal kick. Just forced out, difficult conditions to play in. So these players really not used to playing in these sort of conditions. So Apasi just telling his team to get into a more central position. He's going to look to send this one long. Up there, which will be headed down. Now it's in the midfield for Cameroon. We've got Carlos Baliba on the South African half. Back to Junior Chamadou. Chamadou all the way back. And now it's Cotto. Samuel Cotto will force it forward. On the left side. Awadou Nagidu got the assist, but Day will get there. Goes back to Williams. Just going to boot it away. And it goes all the way back to the goalkeeper. He will boot it out. And it's Cameroon with it. And now it's an opportunity here. Madea will just about get there, but it's with Kafane. He was a little bit selfish as he went for the shot when perhaps Mbumo was better placed. He now does find Mbumo on the right side. Mbumo to Chamadou. And now it rebounds off Arthur Abong and goes out for a goal kick here for South Africa. So we can send the ball out to the right side. And it's Madeu. Madeu will send the long ball up. Opportunity here for Foster. Goes back to Oswin Apollis, who will deliver it in. There's an opportunity here, but instead of going for goal, Mofokeng decided to head it away from goal. But now it's Junior Chamadou coming forward for Cameroon, entering the South Africa half, but an excellent challenge going in by Kabina. And now it's with Mokoena, finds Bafusi Abbas. Abbas with it to Madeu. Madeu to Nkazana. Gazana to Ubas. Ubas is going to try and look from distance and just deflect off a Cameroonian player. It's alive by Kabini. Kabini comes back to Ubas. No, it's Mofokeng. Rahabiol and Mofokeng. But they lose it, and now Brian Burmo inside the South Africa half on the right channel. Turns back, gives it to Arthur Avom Abong. Now Mburmo inside to Avom Abong, and then Kafana is kicked from behind. It will be a free kick, and the referee is going to go to his pocket, and it's going to be a booking for number 19, Nkosafani Sabisi. So here in the 59th minute, Sabisi goes into the referee's notepad, just a little bit late on Arthur Avom Abong. A little bit harsh really, but South Africa frustrated. So they could come inside of it now. It's Carlos Baliba, go all the way back to the goalkeeper. It is Ronwen Williams. And a ball that does go forward. Going to bounce all the way through. It'll be a throw for Kamini to collect. He'll just throw it back to Sabisi. Here's South Africa with it. Comes back to Sabisi now. To the right side. And the Cameroon half. Goes back to Ngazana. To Sabisi. Flipped out to the left side. Julian Chamadu will head it forward, and Burmo. Loose touch taken by him. And Mofokeng. To Apolis, a little bit of space opening up here. Strike from distance, blocked off by Carlos Baliba. Udal now in the midfield. There is South Africa. Shifted out to the right side. Delivery goes in. Headed away by Nohu Tolo. Now on the clock here. It's South Africa who are going to launch the ball in. So again, it's Tolo who is just able to clear it away. It's a good header away. So he got it in the midfield. So coming back. Mabakasi. Mabakasi cross out to the right side. Comes to Medeu. Medeu on it now. Medeu to Sabisi. Sabisi inside the Cameroon half. It will be delivery in by Medeu. Controlled on the chest by Lau Foster. Shot goes in. Good save by the goalkeeper, Davis Apasi. Goes back out for a strike. Cameroon are able to clear. That may have been the best chance of the game for South Africa. Well saved by Apasi. Knocking on the door of Bafana. Here is Abbas. Delivery goes all the way across. And it's the captain, Nohu Tolo, who gets good head on the ball. And our player has gone down for Cameroon. Seems to have just hurt himself. It was certainly a good opportunity, as it was delivered in, came off Lau Foster's shoulder, and Mofokeng just hit it straight into the goalkeeper. It's time to roll the dice for South Africa. We get first substitutes of the game for them. Number 18, Samakelo Kabini, making his way off the pitch. As is Oswin Apollis, he's also making his way off the pitch. So, frustrated end to the game for those two to come off early, but clearly Hugo Broos just looking to find a solution. So coming on for them is Aubrey Modiba, the 30-year-old, another one that plays his club football in South Africa with Mamelodi Sundowns, and the other one is another player that plays club football in South Africa, this time with Orlando Pirates. It's Evidence Makupa. Makupa is on for his 24th appearance, and he played 32 minutes of action before today. Aubrey Modiba started every game before today, but was replaced by Kabini, which doesn't look like it was a great decision by Hugo Broos. Is now Mbeumo, sends it in behind for Kafani. Will he get there first? He won't. It'll be the South African captain, Ronwen Williams, just sliding outside of his 18-yard box, able to clear it away. Now Carlos Baliba in the midfield. The ball comes all the way back. And it is knocked out. It will be a throw for Cameroon. On that far side, so Junior Chamadou to take. Chamadou will launch it forward, headed by a Cameroonian player in there. And in the midfield, Cameroon are going to try and play their way out. Here is Carlos Baliba, and he is caught, and it's going to be another yellow card. It's going to be dished out by Pito Waweru in the 65th minute. It's the man that's just come on, Aubrey Modiba. He joins Sabisi and Nakazani in the referee's notepad. He's just come on, Aubrey Modiba, and he is already in as a booked player. A little bit of a telling off. Williams outside of his goal, shouted out instructions for his team. He's forward, Kafani will head it away, goes back out to Kafani on the left side. Bafana are going to have to defend this as the cross comes in and Mbeumo gets his head on it. He heads it directly out for a goal kick as it was delivered in towards Mbeumo. A great delivery in, was able to send it away. So now it's Ronwen Williams. Williams will a long ball forward. It's going to be headed away and it's going to come back out for a throw this time. Now it's Mokiena in the midfield for South Africa. Out to the right side. And it's back to the defender. It's now with Sabisi. Sabisi to Makazi. Makazi carry it forward. And it's a foul that goes in, and there is a free kick opportunity right on the edge of the box. As they were coming forward there, it's a late challenge that goes in, and it will be a free kick right on the edge of the box. So at the moment it is Davis Apasi just shouting out instructions for his side, trying to make sure that they get organised down there. Just trying to urge them on to stay resolute in that wall, stay switched on. 68 minutes on the clock, though. It does look like it's going to fall to Teboho Mokoena. The responsibility falling on his shoulders as he stood over the free kick. So 5-man wall assembled for Cameroon. There's gathering towards the far side. Still awaiting for the ball to be delivered in. I think it's more likely to be a shot, in truth. So the referee does now blow his whistle. Some whistles from the Cameroonian supporters. This be a turning point. Piena with the shot, and a passing with the save. An excellent save by the man in all pink, getting down to his left side. And Mokoena is unable to find his first goal of the African Cup of Nations. Stepping up for the free kick there. And it was eventually saved by Davis Apasi, a really good save actually, down to his left side. So it is now the referee's just made his way over to speak to some of the players down there. And we are waiting for the delivery from Rebahil Mofokeng. Mofokeng with the delivery in, headed away by Tolo. And now Brian Mbeumo will get there. Into the final 20 minutes of this game. It's Brian Mbeumo surging forward for Cameroon. Plenty of players in support. He may go all by himself though. Mbeumo, it's going to be a shot here, and it's a great save by Ronwen Williams, making himself as big as possible to get a crucial block on the ball. But that is why Manchester United were prepared to spend £65 million on Brian Mbeumo, because the directness, the pace, the driven play from him there, absolutely excellent as he surged forward for his team, tried to find a third goal of the game. It's Christian Kafane on the ball. It's just going to run out for a goal kick. Really nice strike, that free kick from Mokoena. But an excellent stop by the goalkeeper, just getting down to his left side, able to push it round the post. Really good goalkeeping by Davis Apasi. The ball goes inside towards Medeu. Medeu and Sabisi, and could be trouble here. The referee has got out the card. It's going to go in the direction of Mokoena, the key players in the midfield for South Africa. Idris Nkazana, Sabisi and Modiba in the referee's notepad. Goes Mokoena. Just catches Danny Namaso a little late. So the Kenyan official Peter Waweru gives the card. That's 4 now for South Africa, just the 1 yellow card for Cameroon. So, ball now goes forward up towards Christian Kafane. Kafane will try and cross it in. And it is Lyle Foster back there showing good defensive application just to knock it out for a corner. Will just be a corner to come in from that far side. We're waiting for the delivery. It will be delivered all the way towards the back post. Headed away, flicked on. And it's all the way back. So header in the middle again. Header goes forward, and the referee indicates that there was an offside. David Pagou's not impressed with that decision. He stood up. He's quickly turned his team just to get back in and to make sure they are back in. Ball goes back. It's in the midfield. So looking solid. It goes back to the goalkeeper. There's a passy. Headed by Mokiena. 24 minutes on the clock here. Going to run through, and the goalkeeper, when Williams is out of his goal, able to clear it away. Asking questions of Nahu Tolo, but Tolo will clear it away down the line and out for a South Africa throw. You just feel like if South Africa do get a goal soon enough, it may worry the Cameroonian side. It's been pretty resolute throughout. South Africa have been a good attacking side in this competition. We've seen them in every game in this sort of position. They've had to come from behind. Lyle Foster, edge of the box, sets up Mokiena. Mokiena will send it to the far post. Should be headed away by Shea Malone. And Cameroon are able to clear it away. Keng is going to take the throw and tries to take it, but there's going to be a substitute before that, and it is number 10 making his way off the pitch for South Africa, Rahabiel Mofokeng, and coming on for him is number 17 Sifo Mbule, another player that plays his club football in the South African Premier League, plays for Orlando Pirates. So Sifo Mbule on for his 5th international appearance for South Africa here in Rabat. It's South Africa 0, Cameroon 2. It's a ball that's switched out to the left side. It's going to be headed forward. It's played across the 6-yard box, but just able to clear it away are Cameroon, and then the assistant referee will indicate that a player has gone too early and will pull it back for a free kick. It was a delivery sent in. Actually, I think it may have gone out to play according to the assistant referee. It certainly didn't from what we've seen. So it's out to the right side with Bryant and Burma. And Burma can find Arthur Avon Abong. Abong going down the right side. Well dealt with by the defender for South Africa. The scrapping down there, and it's number 15, Bafusi Ubas, that just deals well with it. Ball does go back to the captain, Bonwen Williams. Now it's Nkazana with it. She's busy. It's a long ball up. Duba. DC. Once again. Now a lot of space out on that right side. He's still played across, but it is going to eventually be cleared away. And it will come into the midfield with Bafusi Ubas. And then there's a Cameroonian player that is down, just caught. The referee's going to stop it, and he's actually asking for the stretcher to be brought on. It's Carlos Baliba as well. The referee is saying get the stretcher on. He's also going to make his way over and tell them to do that. There's certainly concern here. This does not look good at all. Carlos Baliba, this is a player that David Pagou will not want to lose. Michael Stafford speaking to the referee. frustrated that the referee was the one asking for the stretcher. Really, between the lines, it's almost like the medical team are saying, well, we make that decision, not yourself. Samuel Eto'o is in the stands. Chin on. And we are going to see a few more substitutions. It's going to be number 14 making his way off. Danny Namaso coming off for Cameroon. Coming on for him is number 24, a man that plays his club football in Turkey with Istanbul Başakşehir, Olivier Kenes. We're also going to see the introduction of Christopher Wu, who's played 48 minutes of action before today. Christopher Wu is coming on for Mamadou Naguidou, who came on as a substitute earlier in the game. He sent in that fantastic delivery in for Christian Kafane to put Cameroon 2 goals up. Even though he'd only just come on, Naguidou makes his way off. And Christopher Wu, of course, plays his club football in Russia with Spartak Moscow as a for his 24th appearance. So, referee was saying that Carlos Believer needed a stretcher. Well, Carlos Believer's running around on the pitch now, so maybe that's why the medical team were complaining at the referee for indicating that they needed a stretcher, which they did bring on. So we're into the final 10 minutes of this game now. It's Cameroon, who are 2 goals up away against South Africa. Ball comes out to the left side. It was sent forward. It comes back, and now it's in the midfield. It's busy. We'll go back to Williams. Williams will just play a short ball into Sabizi. It's a long ball up, and here is up to the left side. It's cleared away. It's ball over the top. Here is Christy Kafane. Kafane with the opportunity, and Kafane sends it over the bar. It's a good opportunity for Cameroon there. Sent in behind for Kafane, but then just smashed it wide of the goal and over the bar. South Africa will come forward again. Here are Bafana. They're going to ask questions of Cameroon. Ball goes out to the right side. Comes inside and out to the left side. Delivery pulled all the way across towards Namaso, and it's not well met. Should have done better. Medeu perhaps showing why he's a right full-back as the ball eventually fell to him on that right side, but he sends it wide of the goal. Just doesn't get good connection on the ball, does Medeu. And this just doesn't look like it is going to be South Africa's night tonight. So long ball goes up. So Williams will send it forward. Not down, and now it is South Africa. Lyle Foster going up against number 3 down there for Cameroon, but Shea Malone deals well with it, and Lyle Foster not happy at all, runs up to the assistant referee, receives a yellow card. The referee came stood between Foster. Foster felt he was fouled by Shea Malone. As Foster lost it, sprinted over to the assistant referee. And Foster tried to manhandle the assistant referee, actually trying to move his arm away. So there is going to be a substitution here for South Africa. And Shabang Marami is coming on. Another one that plays with Orlando Pirates. And he is on. Shabang Marami scored 1 goal already in this competition. Started 2 games. Plays for Orlando Pirates. He is on. At the moment you feel Cameroon are just comfortable in this game. It goes out for a throw for... apparently goes out for a throw for Cameroon. South Africa can't believe it. They think they should have had the benefit of the referee's decision there. Shamadou up to the midfield. It's going to be a delivery that comes in and it's going to be deflected out and deflected behind for a corner. It was Nkosazana Sibisi was the man that made his way off the pitch. And the man that's substituted off.
Ook die dames en heren, jongens en meisjes, bedankt voor de fantastische ondersteuning van het elftal.
So, Okieno with the corner in. It's going to be cleared away by Tolu. It was back out to the far side. It will be South Africa with it. Maliba with the foul. He's frustrated. They're going to quickly get on with it though. They're rushing it. Oh, South Africa. Madeu just overruns it. Goes back inside now. Mokoena back into the middle towards Lyle Foster. To the left side now, played to Foster. Foster will just lay it off. But Cameroon are able to clear it away. South Africa are checking everything bar the kitchen sink at this game. It's delivered in, it's going to be cleared away. And that is going to be a throw, no more. Put away by Cameroon. And there is once again a Cameroonian player that is sat down. Carlos Baliba is sat down, and once again the referee is indicating that a stretcher needs to come on, and maybe now the stretcher should come on. It will once again come on. The referee said that the stretcher should have come on not long ago, really. Loose was Mboule, who's trying to come forward with the ball. Now, Baliba's just going to walk off the pitch, and he's actually going to get a booking. Why is unclear, but Baliba is able to walk off the pitch, so I don't know whether it's because he was asking for the stretcher to come on, and that he didn't need to leave with the stretcher, so the referee's frustrated with him. Baliba goes on to the referee's notepad. Here is Mokoena. Inside now. South Africa pressing for a goal. Delivery into the corridor of uncertainty, and they found the goal. It's Magopa who's got a goal back for Bafana in the 88th minute. Lyle Foster scrambling to get the ball away. And the substitute, Evidence Magopa, has got a goal for South Africa, giving them a glimmer of hope. It was delivered into the corridor of uncertainty. Davisa Passy wasn't sure whether to come for it. and Evidence Magopa gets there ahead of the goalkeeper. And there certainly is a glimmer of hope in the game for South Africa now. The referee has got another card out. He's going to book someone else. We could be set for an explosive finish here at the Al Barid Stadium in Rabat. Cameroon are preparing a further 2 substitutes. So South Africa, who've got plenty of energy, can they find a goal from somewhere in the latter stages here? It's a kick that goes all the way forward. The goalkeeper will collect it. Now it's Cotto. Cotto out to the left side. Now it comes into the middle. It's a delivery that goes in by Medeu. Now David Pagou is going to be able to make the substitutions. So it's number 26. He will make his way off for Cameroon. The striker, Christian Kafane, has been shoved off the pitch by Mokiena. He scored the second goal, did Christian Kafane. And he is coming off. Coming on for him is Flavian Boyemo. Flavian Boyemo, who plays his club football in Spain. He's a defender with Osiwana, joined them for 4.1 million. Has started 1 game in this competition. And we're also going to see Patrick Soko come on. And the Cameroonian coach is looking to tighten things up in this game. It's Foster with a strike, it's blocked off. It's going to be a strike from distance. Once again it is blocked off. Cameroon were playing with just 10 men on the pitch when they conceded that goal. Carlos Baliba went off and they didn't have a substitute ready to come on. Patrick Soko, who wears the number 12 shirt. Soko is on the pitch. He plays his club football in the Spanish second tier with Almeria. Hasn't made an appearance yet in the AFCON as Soko. But he is a winger. He's on for his 5th Cameroonian appearance. So we're into 5 added minutes at the end of this game here in Rabat. It's South Africa 1, Cameroon 2. The winner of this game will go and face Morocco in the quarter-finals. Boule. It's going to be cleared away and it's going to bounce all the way through to Ronwen Williams. Ronwen Williams will get on it. They're being urged on here. Hugo Bruce is wanting their side to play with a little bit more intensity here. Ross comes in, the goalkeeper collects it, he doesn't get there. South Africa with the shot, but the referee will pull it back for a foul on Davis Apas. Ganapasi, he went up for the ball. I'm not sure how there's a foul there. It's his own player who collided with Davis Apasi. I think the referee has had a poor game today. Been too quick to point to his pocket. And now there is arguments going down there between the Cameroonian players and the Bafana players. But this allows Cameroon to run down the clock. Davis Apasi will send a long ball forward for his team. Here is Foster. It's Mokiena, just tries to send it up, and the goalkeeper will then dribble to the corner of his box to pick it up. Now at the far end of the pitch there is a South African player down. Referee Peter Wareru will quickly make his way over. Usually it's the opposition who are running down the clock, but it is number 21 for South Africa, Gazana, who needs to get off the pitch to receive medical attention. Seems to have maybe just pulled his hamstring, so South Africa are going to have to play with just 10 players on the pitch now. He's had his leg stretched. The referee stopped it to check on Nagazana. Oh, Wapasi, what have you done? Nearly made a big error there. He went to kick the ball, he dropped it, and nearly the South African player got there, but he was eventually able to clear it away. It's all happening here. 94 minutes on the clock. South Africa can force it out to the right side. It's going to be a delivery in. It's cleared away by Nohu Tolo. Touchdown. Back out to the left flank. Towards Medeu at the far post. Headed away by a Cameroonian defender, Nohu Tolo. And number 12 makes the foul, and he is also going to go into the referee's notepad. Is Patrick Soko, the 8th player of this game now, the 4th of Cameroon, just barging Mokieda in the back, and yet it's a little bit of a stupid foul for Patrick Soko to make. The Almerian fielder. So what's going to happen here? And Mbulu will send it up in behind. He just needed to leave it. A pass, he was screamed at him to leave it. They've headed it away. Out for a corner. Marini here in the 95th minute now. All sorts of confusion here. Peter Waweru is telling them it's a throw rather than a corner. Raimi. And he's going to be delivered in towards the near post. Blocked out. Might be the final opportunity of the game here. Corner for Hugo Bruce's side. Delivery to come in from Mbulu. Mbulu towards the 6-yard box, and be headed away by Kolo. Goes back in. Can they clear it away? The referee has a glance at his watch. Play continues. Ronwen Williams is out of his goal. I don't know why he didn't go up for that one. Sends a long ball up. And the referee's going to stop it there. Cameroon will go and play Morocco in the quarter-finals of the Africa Cup of Nations. It's David Pagou and his side who come out on top of South Africa. They took a 2-goal lead, and despite a late goal back for South Africa, they depart. And Cameroon, the Lions, head through to the final 8. And we look forward for that game on Saturday. Morocco and Cameroon. It finishes here. South Africa.
Bedankt voor de fantastische ondersteuning van het elftal. Ook u, dames en heren, jongens en meisjes. Bedankt voor de fantastische ondersteuning van het elftal.